Hello everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Become a Superhero, where we help you decode the best practices behind successful people. This is your host, Jason Sequeira, author of the best selling book, What Matters, an author coach of Age is Just a Number, peer coach at College Innovators, and the CTO of DevX, an app based company incubated under College Innovators. Today, we have a very special guest among us, Mr. Vijay Prakash. He is the co-author of Amazon's #1 best-selling book, Slumdog Investor, the co-founder of Green Portfolio Company into portfolio design for clients. Presented his book to Mr. Amitabh Bachchan and also met Mr. Bachchan 6 times. He presented his book to some of the billionaires, Mohan Das Pai, ex-CFO Infosys, and Nitin Kamal, founder, CEO Zerodha. He's also a voice artist, plays the mouth organ and piano, and also loves to recite Hindi poems. He has also done the firewalking at Tony Robbins' event. He's also trained by some of the best in the world: Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Jack Canfield, Dr. John DeMartini, Robert Kiyosaki, Les Brown, Sharon Lecher, and many more. Definitely, it's a privilege to have you, sir, on the show.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you so much.
Yes. Guys, it's time to get started and know more about Mr. Vijay. So, sir, how was life before you achieving this massive success?
So I was into corporate job. I worked as a Six Sigma consultant and coach for almost 10 years in corporate. I have worked with some of the top MNCs of the world. That was my life. And it was more about me, because when you work as an employee, it's all about you. So I've been a trader in stock market since 2008. So life was pretty comfortable, dual income, one through the job. And a lot of WFH opportunities were also available to me. So flexibility was there. So time was there for trading, but it was all about me. This is where what I found was there is some empty space in my life, but it is all about me. And being a voracious reader, you know that life is not about you. You got to contribute to the world, you got to serve the world. And yes, this is where my quest started, my journey started going to a lot of training programs, a lot of seminars. And this is where, after learning so much, I got this idea that now I need to share my message to the world, And this is where this little concept of writing books started. Not full-fledged way, but then this one idea can change your life, right? So this one idea came to my mind.
Amazing. That's really interesting. So because exactly how you said, right, we need to keep inspiring people, and it's not just about me, right? It's about serving people and helping out people. That's really amazing. So how were you able to fulfill your dreams and reach your goals, sir?
See, what you need in life is time, money, and security. If you look at whatever you do, when you were a student, you had more time but no money. When you start working, you don't have time. You have money, but you don't have time. But again, I think this pandemic or this time is a real test of what you have done in your life at this point in time, in terms of how do you really have time for yourself. So on a weekdays, we are doing this interview. That shows we have our time and our business is also running,
Yes.
right? And then, of course, money is a test that you are not worried about what is going to happen if this pandemic is going to go for next 1 year. Have you created the enough money for yourself so that you can support yourself? And then, of course, the security which you look for. Again, is at this time it is definitely health wise it's a questionable, because you think that you have created a security, but then this is again a time of test. But what I mean is a financial security. When you need the money, let's say, do you have that kind of a security?
Right, right.
So the way I have designed my life in last 4 5 years, it has given me a time, money, and security. So I always say this: the measure of your success is when your signature becomes an autograph. And I think writing a book is a shortcut. You being an author, you know yourself when you are in a group that what privileges you get. So
Definitely,
got a
definitely.
chance to travel the world and do the things of my choice, pursue my passion. Apart from playing a mouth organ or playing a synthesizer, I also am a photographer. So pursue your passion outside what you do.
Wow, wow. That's really amazing. That's really amazing, sir. So, what would you suggest? So, right now in this journey of being successful, there will be certain practices that we follow that get you to success, and certain mistakes that happen that will take you away from success. So, what are your best five practices, sir, that led you to this success?
Okay, so first thing is whatever money you want to make, you got to uh, rate your hour. You have to have an hourly rate. So let us say I make 5 lakh rupees a month, right? So you got to calculate, okay, in order to make that 5 lakh rupees a month, how many hours am I putting? So if 22 working days are there, based on that, you need to calculate your hourly rate. So when you put a value to your time, you know that you cannot waste your time. So
Yes.
I think the first key ingredient of anybody's success is the time management and discipline. Because in 1980s, all the top CEO and CXO of the Fortune 500 companies were the people who have served in army at certain point of time. So I think the first trait would be time management and discipline, and understanding that your time has a value, and this is how you go and calculate your time value. It could be a 2,500 rupees per hour, it could be a 5,000 or 10,000, based on where you want to reach, not where you are now.
Got it.
It could be that you are making a very little money, but this is not how you calculate your timely rate. You have to calculate based on what you want to become. So that is what is I believe is the number one. The second thing what I would say is read more than rest of the world. I think this is something, a practice which I took from Tony Robbins, because I read his biography where he said when he was working as a janitor, back of his trunk was full with the books. He was staying in a rusty truck, and this is where the back of his entire truck was full with the books. So I picked up this habit of reading 10 pages a day. Since year 2005, I've been practicing this almost 15 years now. So you read on the health, you read on wealth, you read on relationship, you read on spirituality, growth, contribution, legacy. So you definitely know more than the world, because 10 pages reading every single day is very easy, but doing it for consistently 15 years, right? Now, of course, when technology came in, and when these audiobooks became available to me, I switched from these 10 pages to maybe a one audiobook a week kind of setup. But read more than rest of the world, because unfortunately people, once they finish the college, they stop reading. Yeah, right. They only read uh, what they need, right? So you got to be a voracious reader, I feel, so that you can become an influencer. Third thing is you find a mentor. He can definitely cut short your path, because what cut short my path was going and learning from Brian Tracy, going and learning from Dr. John DeMartini, going learning from Tony Robbins, learning from Dr. Jack Canfield. All these people, who help me become who I am. So definitely finding a mentor is something which is very, very important. Then searching purpose of your life. As I said, life cannot be only about you. It has to have a greater purpose. Otherwise, what is the difference between an animal and a human being? I mean, you
Right.
can't just survive to eat. So fourth thing would be to find your bigger purpose, that what is that which you want to achieve, what is that which you want to contribute, what is that which is going to be your message, and how you will be an instrument of serving people. And I think fifth practice would be, I will bring it on from the time management, is the discipline. Because see, little progress every day will generate a compound effect, right? So be a action person, be an action person. And I follow a rule for my discipline, which is called, as I'm sure you would have read that book, which is called 5-second rule. But unknowingly and subconsciously, I'm somebody who is a very good action taker. No boasting, but this is what you will need as a key ingredient to success, because a lot of your time will go in the planning and thinking about the project which you want to do. So I follow this technique called as a 5-second rule, and a technique called as a Pomodoro. Pomodoro is a name for tomato, alternative name for tomato in French. So you set up a 45-minute for a particular task and finish that task in that 45-minute. Okay, and then you can take a break. And when you follow this, why it is called Pomodoro, because the person who designed this particular method, he designed the clock in the form of a tomato. That is why it is called as a Pomodoro. So 45 minutes of the block. So you do one Pomodoro, then take a little break, then do another Pomodoro. So when you do the focused work of 45 minutes every time, what you will realize, that you are compressing the work because you have that deadline. Because when we don't give the deadline, the work expands as per the Murphy's rule, I believe. So give a time, and if something is there in your mind to start, don't do the planning, don't do the daydreaming, just count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and get to the work.
Amazing. Right. So even I have been in this journey of reaching till here. I've seen a lot of people who are into more of perfection, but there's always one thing that my mentor always kept telling me: more important than perfection is progress, and that is what counts more, right? And that's exactly
absolutely.
That's exactly
absolutely. Right. That reminds me. See, what I want to tell to people is, people keep going from seminar to seminar. Okay, success principles are fixed. What was there, 10, 15 things, half a dozen things which matters, is fixed. Only thing is, there are different motivational speakers and author will give you in a different versions. That is what is going to change. The same time management, same discipline, same action, that is what you are going to find anywhere. And you said it rightly. That reminds me. So I will get into a little deeper part of it. This perfection and this procrastination, these are two fears. Perfection is the fear of ending something, and procrastination is the fear of starting.
Yes.
So between these two fears, if you reciprocate and you don't overcome it, chances are you will not accomplish more.
True.
So we will make the things perfect on the way, but we will move on. As you said it rightly, progress.
Yes. Amazing. That's a great insight that you shared about the perfection is the fear of ending something, and procrastination is the fear of starting something. That's something I could say is one of my biggest takeaways from here. Amazing, sir. Amazing. So what are the biggest mistakes that happened for you on this journey that you think our viewers who are watching us right now should definitely avoid?
Okay. So I will come back to one thing, which is delay will cost you a lot, right? So what I started 5 years back, I could have started 10 years back. So don't delay it. Again, though I am telling about the procrastination and perfection, but I have done those mistakes myself. This is on the life part. On the book writing, I mean, specifically the audience who want to write a book, I would tell that go and do the market study. So my first two projects were scrapped. The first book, what I started, Productivity Strategies of Superachiever, that went to trash bin. Then I started a book called as a No Guts, No Glory, that again went to a trash bin. Those are still projects, but not at this point of time. So it is because I did not do the much of the market study. What is the marketability of the book? So go study your market, go study your niche, go study which are the areas, because now we are in a situation, a lot of industry will also close down. right? A lot of companies will close down. There will be altogether a new world. So maybe the project, what you are thinking at that point of time, will be relevant in future or not. I think you got to analyze, and when you know that what you are doing will be relevant and there is a marketability, then you are on a right track. If you are not, go and check with somebody who has been there, done that. They will tell you that whether you are on a right path or not. It will save you time.
Right. So that is really amazing. Like, learn it from the one who has already done it. That can really save a lot of time, save a lot of money, and also save a lot of energy. So that's
Absolutely.
really amazing. So really, really amazing. So what were the three strong reasons for you to write your book Slumdog Investor?
So first thing is, I had done so much learning over all these years. So I had to share that learning, right? Otherwise, we know that we human beings are fragile. Even if we get 100 years of life, once you are gone, your brain is gone.
Right.
So how do whatever I have learned, I will share with the world. I will condense it in a form of a book, and whatever knowledge which I want to share should stay. The second thing is, what I see as a country, the financial literacy of our country is very, very low.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it is not the part of curriculum yet, which is, I think, very, very important. This is where my mission of life is to give this financial literacy at early part of the life, right? Because I got this knowledge in my 30s, but if somebody gets into 20s, and even early, then they can definitely do more. Because whole life, if you see, as an Indian, we are still stuck at the lower bottom of the Maslow's law of hierarchy. We, as an Indian, I think 60 to 70% population is still stuck with the basic needs.
Right.
But until and unless you don't cross that barrier, you are not going to go up. And when you're not going to go up, the self-actualization mode, the journey from your basic need till self-actualization mode, chances are you will be only thinking about yourself. You won't be a great contributor, So this is what I think was very, very important for me, to share this knowledge with the world, give this knowledge to people at the early part of their life, help people learn this early. And as I said, financial literacy is low, contribute to the financial literacy of the country and create more crorepati's for the country so that they can pay
Yes.
tax more and make this country more rich.
Amazing. Like getting India more developed right now, right? So I always hear this one thing: India is a developing country. India is a developing country, right? And I want to hear this one time, and they say India is a developed country. That is the time that I have been waiting
It is
for.
going to happen. It is
Yes,
going to happen
definitely.
because see, people like me and you could not have imagined entrepreneurship 20 years back, right? But
Definitely.
now the world is flat, equal opportunity for everybody, and anybody can become what they want. So we are living in the best of the best time in the world,
Yes.
for sure, in terms of opportunity. And we are going through a crisis right now, but these kind of crises have come and gone.
Yes.
Everything looks like it's the end of the world, but it is not end of the world. There is always a solution. There is always the light at the end of the tunnel. It could be a little longer, but the best of the best human brain is working at this point of time, will have a solution.
Definitely. And I always keep remembering this one thing that my mentor says, right? So pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice, right? So you could take this crisis as a suffering, or you could take it as an opportunity. So that is something which I have seen a lot of people taking this as an opportunity. What do you have to say about this, sir?
No, absolutely. What you said, what matters at this point of time is either you can be a patient for a psychologist, or you can become a psychologist, isn't
Right,
it?
right. Definitely. Amazing, sir. Amazing. Right. So, what would be your message to the world, sir, during this period of lockdown or crisis? What are the action steps they can take? What should they be doing in this period of lockdown?
See, I always quote this, that if you work long for your organization, you will make a living. If you will work on yourself, you will make a fortune, right? So
Yes,
this quote comes from the business philosopher Jim Rohn. And I believe this is the time when you got to start thinking about building yourself, because life will not give you what you want. Life will always give you what you deserve. So work on your deservability. It's a time of maybe a forced entrepreneurship. Last few months, the online space, as you see, the price of Zoom share has gone from $50 to $150.
Yes.
We still hear from the people as we are conducting this particular interview over the Zoom that, it is not a safe software and things like that. But what you have to understand is, look at the market share, what they have now, right? Do you think company who has got 40-50 billion dollars will not work on the security? The other thing, what I would say is, majority of the people are major in minor and minor in major. That is what Jim Rohn says.
Yes.
So it's a time for you to look at the major part of your life. It's a time when nature is telling you what is significant. Nature is sending us message. Nature is very, very angry. Result is the name of the game, right? So nature is very, very angry at human being. As a human being, it's a message to us, no matter who has done it, that you guys are messing up with the nature. In the past, nature has thrown species out of the planet, and if we don't improve, chances are we will be one of those species which can be extinct. So it's a time for us to do the serious thinking, for sure, and things will change. We have become more like a robot of making money. It's a time when, including me, it's a time for making life more meaningful, So go do introspection, look at, think in terms of a time, money, and security. Think in terms of how can you develop, do a baselining. Probably it's a time for you to do a baselining. Look at what skills you have. Is it going to be required in the future? And it's not a time for survival for fittest. That's how one of my mentors, Siddharth Rashikar, says. It is not time for survival for fittest, it's a survival for quickest, right? That is what it is. You've got to take action immediately.
Right.
That is what is my message to people.
Amazing, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your amazing insights. So we are coming to the end of the questions, but before we come to an answer, I would like you to recite one of your Hindi poems, if possible.
Yes, I have written it yesterday. I was thinking that while we are doing this interview, I should recite this poem. This is poem already recited by Mr. Bachchan, and most of people who know me, I really idealize him in life. So I'll just read it. Sure. I don't remember it. I just read it for you guys. कि गुजर जाएगा, मुश्किल बहुत है वक्त, पर गुजर जाएगा. जिंदा रहने का ये जो जज्बा है, फिर उभर कर आएगा. गुजर जाएगा. माना मौत चेहरा बदल कर आई है. माना रात काली है, भयावह है, गहराई है. लोग दरवाजों पे रस्तों पे रुके बैठे हैं. कई घबराए हैं, सहमे हैं और छिपे बैठे हैं. मगर यकीन रख ये बस लम्हा है, 2 पल में बिखर जाएगा. जिंदा रहने का जो जज्बा है, फिर से उभर कर आएगा. मुश्किल बहुत है वक्त, पर गुजर जाएगा. बाजार खाली, सड़कें सूनी, मोहल्ला वीरान है. खौफ बरपा है हर तरफ, लोग हैरान है. ये वो कहर है जो दुनिया को डराने आया है, मगर ना समझ है जो इंसान को हराने आया है. इतिहास गवाह है कि ये मसला भी सुलझ जाएगा. जिंदा रहने का ये जो जज्बा है, गुम हुआ था, टूटा नहीं. यही वो जज्बा है जो फिर असर लाएगा और फिर उभर के आएगा. मुश्किल तो बहुत है वक्त, पर गुजर जाएगा.
Wow. This was really amazing, sir. This is really amazing. And I think it makes more meaning for people, especially during this time of lockdown, right? So this is the time that will definitely pass. And as you said, right, the light is at the end of the tunnel. So a lot of people are right now in hope. And I think you're doing a great work, sir, by inspiring a lot of people. And I'm personally one of your fans. So I've been continuously watching you and closely watching your work. So thank you so much for your wonderful insights. It was really, really great to have you with us on the show. For all our viewers who want to get connected with Mr. Vijay, you will be able to find his social media handles in the comment section below. And for all those of you who would like to get connected with me and help and impact many more people, do check out my social media handles, also mentioned in the comment section. And for all those who are committed to help people during this lockdown, you will be able to find the link to my private Facebook group in the description below. Thank you so much for staying till the end.
One second, guys, I want to tell about Jason. Jason, you are doing a really great job of bringing people who are achievers, and you yourself is an achiever, right? You are an author. You have published your books, and you are bringing people to this platform. So I wish you all the luck and all the success for your endeavors. And I know that in the coming days, your channel will have a very large viewership, because I always believe in the purpose behind the work, intention behind the work. When it is big and it is great, it is definitely going to flourish, because this is where is the blessing of divine comes. So thank you so much for watching us, and all my details of my YouTube channel, my social media handle, as Jason said, will be there in the comment section, and we will our crossroads somewhere again. Thank you so much.